Psalm 63 is one of the great cries of longing in all of Scripture, a psalm about thirst, not for water, but for God. It opens with words people have prayed for 3,000 years. O God, thou art my God, early will I seek thee. David wrote it, the heading tells us, when he was in the wilderness of Judah, most likely as he fled from his own son Absalom, driven from his throne and his city out into the harsh, arid desert that runs down toward the Dead Sea. These are the Judean hills. He was parched, hunted, and cut off from the one place he loved the most, the sanctuary in Jerusalem, where he had worshipped and met with God. And here's what David does with that. He takes the literal desert around him, the dry and thirsty land where there is no water, and he makes it a picture of his own soul. My soul thirsteth for thee, he says. My flesh longeth for thee. The desert doesn't dry up his faith, it sharpens his hunger. The emptier the land, the deeper his longing for God grows. And then the surprise that turns this psalm, in the emptiest place, he finds the fullest satisfaction. Because thy loving kindness is better than life, my soul shall be satisfied, he says, as with marrow and fatness. A rich feast in the middle of a wasteland. And at night, lying on the bare ground, he doesn't toss in fear. He remembers God and meditates on him in the night watches and rejoices in the shadow of thy wings. And that is the gift of this psalm. It tells us that dry seasons, when life feels empty, when we feel cut off from everything that once fed us, can become the very places we find God most deeply. The thirst is not the end, it is the beginning of being filled. When you are in the dry and thirsty land where no water is, this is the prayer that finds a feast there anyway. This is Psalm 63. Psalm 63. O God, thou art my God, early will I seek thee. My soul thirsteth for thee. My flesh longeth for thee in a dry and thirsty land, where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory. So I have seen thee in the sanctuary. But thy loving kindness is better than life. My lips shall praise thee. Thus will I bless thee while I live. I will lift up my hands in thy name. My soul shall be satisfied as with marrow and fatness, and my mouth shall praise thee with joyful lips. When I remember thee upon my bed, and meditate on thee in the night watches. Because thou hast been my help, therefore in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. My soul followeth hard after thee. Thy right hand upholdeth me. But those that seek my soul to destroy it shall go into the lower parts of the earth. They shall fall by the sword. They shall be a portion for foxes. But the king shall rejoice in God. Every one that sweareth by him shall glory, but the mouth of them that speak lies shall be stopped.